Thank you all for joining us. We'll start with the questions now. Okay guys, thanks so much for today. See you next time.
Quite a lot of discussion about him prior to this game, taking on his old club, and Stuart, different players react to that in different ways.
Well, Derek, I always found it difficult playing against my old club, especially Arsenal. I just felt so strange. It might well be the same for him today, hopefully not.
Comprehensive coverage coming right up, live on EA TV. Welcome from the English West Midlands. We find ourselves at Molineux. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Well, strong play here, and still looking to get the shot off. Oh, magnificent save!
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. What reaction from the goalkeeper that was.
Over it comes. Well, he took care of it defensively. A struggle to keep the ball for Spurs. Encouraging move from Wolves. Timely intervention. Brecalo. Can he put them in front? Oh, so near, off the post.
Well, they won't come much closer than that. Wolves are starting to look dangerous here.
Well, it's tight at the top and extremely tense, just as we would want it, Stuart.
Well, it looks like being a very close race for the title, doesn't it? There's nothing to choose between the teams, but can one of them just go on a great run and pull away?
Ardon Yashari. On to Gilmore. Well, very effective play in possession. Splendidly cut out. Douglas Luiz. And support available. Well, that's the sign of a well-organised defence.
Well, as you can hear, the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
Some of the fans are screaming, have a go. Can they produce something? And off the post.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, he was being closely watched. Goal kick.
Well, the defender knew he couldn't get to the ball first, but he just did enough to put him off there.
Brecalo. Crossing possibilities. This looks more than decent. He might be onto something, and able to get a body in the way. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Brecalo. Terrific save. So the corner played into the box. Really good build-up, but no end product. No more time left. That will conclude the first half here at Molineux. You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect, Stuart. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Space for Wolves out wide. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Well, delighted to say, more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers facing Crystal Palace. Determined defending. Gakpo. He takes aim and diving to thwart him. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture.
Harry Kane coming onto the pitch, number 17, Sofa Rokoko.
And a short corner, let's see. Tremendous block. Yashari. Just knocked it out of there. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Gilmore. Mukoko. Well, a really good run. Will it be? Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. Keen to take it short here. Greenwood. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Right, from what I'm hearing, there's been a goal in the Luton match. Let's send it over to Alex for the details.
Yes, it's a goal for Chelsea. They're now behind by 1 with 72 minutes on the clock.
Many thanks as ever, Alex. Brecalo. Kukcu. Brilliant pass. His determination there for all to see. Could be. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. In a decent position now. Shot blocked, but still alive.
is.
And it's two substitutes on in one fell swoop here for Tottenham. Corner kick played in, and efficient defending. 5 minutes remaining, and level pegging here. It is still level, but Spurs on the attack. Can they break the parity? It has to be! Oh, can you believe it? With so little time left, surely that will be the winner. Amazing scenes here.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. They're showing a willingness to attack, as they must, given the circumstances. Time running out. Crossing into the middle. And there goes the final whistle. The overall story is a happy one for Tottenham because they get the 3 points from this game. What did you make of it?
Yes, Derek, well, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end. A great result.
Well, Stuart, he really has had a lot to say for himself out on the pitch.
Well, if anyone deserved to be the match winner, it was him. He played really well today, and what a big goal that was.
Can we just grab a minute of your time for a few questions?
Bonus if it loses? That's an easy watch.
Play with Ladbrokes this Everest Day. Activate your offer, then place a fixed win bet at Randwick, and if it loses, get your stake back in bonuses. Chances are you're about to lose.
No more questions, thank you.
Spring can be hard. Favourites might lose. And sometimes there's even a dead heat. But at least having a bet is fast and easy with Sportsbet, the #1 app for having a crack.
Chances are you're about to lose.
Football has the power to enthrall, to captivate, and this occasion appears irresistible. Two magnificent sides intent upon impressing the wider world with a display. Hello everyone, I must say it's always a real privilege to commentate from this venue. A warm welcome to North London. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Tottenham Hotspur, and they face Luton Town.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And Spurs moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Well, being pressed here. It was a terrific result for Spurs last time out against Wolverhampton Wanderers. How do you anticipate it going this time, Stuart?
Yeah, winning a tight game 1-0 away from home is always a good result. They certainly worked hard for it. Today, I'm expecting them to repeat that performance by having the majority of the ball and creating good chances. Let's hope we have some really good attacking football.
Good-looking sequence. Watson. Well, possibilities inside the box. Composed and patient passing. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. And it's gone behind for the corner. Who can he pick out? Oh, a really good header, but the goalkeeper there to cover up. They'll repeat the trick, corner again. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. I'm not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Well, not giving him any breathing room. A Spurs free kick it's going to be. How can he take them on and beat them? Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Intercepting it intelligently. Ejuke. A news coming through of a goal in the Leeds match. Alex Scott, who has scored it?
It's a goal for West Ham. They've scored the opener here with 37 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
Well, back underway here. How will Spurs reply to that setback? And a Tottenham Hotspur free kick coming up. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Ryan Giles. Going well. Half-time then, here in the English capital. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. Well, this is one you won't want to miss here on EA TV Live. The second and decisive leg of the Champions League round of 16 tie. It's Tottenham Hotspur facing Inter.
Well, the first leg was a tough game, so I'm expecting a really tense second leg. What a reward for the winners, a place in the quarter-finals.
And teammates around him. Could be threatening. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Watson. Chidera Ejuke. Well, we're into the final half hour. Well, from what I'm hearing, there's been a goal in the Leeds match. Over to Alex for the details.
It's a goal for West Ham. It was a breathtaking...
Oh, hang on, Alex. Big chance here. Well, it's not... Going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes. Gakpo. Well, apologies to Alex for having to cut her off when we did. Just to confirm, West Ham did find the net in that game. And their lead, as things stand, is 2-0. Oh, big opportunity. In it goes. He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. Kubo. Good visualisation and execution. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Timely intervention. Watson. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Can he put it away? A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. Takafusa Kubo. Yusufa Mukoko. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Duarte, using his strength to shield the ball. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Into the advanced position. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it! There it is,
Hi, just a couple of questions for you. That'll be all. Thank you so much.
Thanks for waiting. We're now ready to take your questions. Okay, thank you. We'll be wrapping up now.
Now it is for real. The tactics and squad strengths have been analysed by committed fans and neutral observers to the nth degree. A confrontation that all football lovers will revel in, knowing that we might be about to witness a simply unmissable occasion. Who will come out on top? It's Tottenham Hotspur. They take on Inter next on EA TV. Well, a big night ahead for players and fans alike here in North London. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And we're ready for the Champions League round of 16 second leg. It is Tottenham Hotspur up against Inter.
Well, Derek, Spurs really impressed me in that.
He's got to score! Off the post and back in play. Well, nothing untoward happened. Well, Spurs with the ball again. And quick thinking defensively. So Bosloy. And tidy defensive play. Well, they're delighted to have Cody Gakpo in their ranks. He can be a difference maker. What might we see from him today?
Well, he's a fantastic striker of the ball, and he can generate so much pace, and when he strikes it cleanly, the ball starts to dip and swerve on its way to the goalkeeper, which is why he needs to be closed down quickly today.
Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. So Bosloy. It comes to absolutely nothing. Must score! Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Over the touchline for what will be an Inter throw. David Hansko. Ferguson. Kolo Muani. Well, lovely work to get past his man. Cuts it back. Can he find the net? And a fantastic diving save. Well, the short corner routine. That's a useful cross. Well, not away properly. Well, no damage done.
With the owner of the red car obstructing the main entrance, please.
Well, then to have it back now.
Thank you.
Loyodis. Spurs a bit sloppy in possession here. Williams. And Havertz. Opportunity here. Couldn't grab hold of it. And eventually, goalkeeper's ball.
Well, you can sense the relief amongst his teammates, but what a first save that was.
Yashari. He's using his strength to good effect. Gakpo. Will he find the net? And a decent save, full credit. Elects to go short. Mount. Now the cut back. Able to get his body in the way. Solé. Kolo Muani. Umar Solé. Takes the shot.
just look at this. He keeps his composure and he almost passes it into the back of the net. That's a very good goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Might be able to get in behind the defence. No more time left. That is it for the first half here at the home of Tottenham. And the second half has started here at the home of Spurs. Spurs trying to use space to good effect. Gakpo. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Muani. Well, he's beaten his opponent. Cleared away comprehensively. Action from the quarter-finals of the FA Cup coming your way on EA TV. It's Spurs taking on Liverpool.
Well, Derek, that should be a really good game. Down to the last 8 with a place in the semi-final at stake. That should be an absolute cracker.
Well, space for Inter in the wide position. Kai Havertz. Well, it might still work out for them. Kai Havertz. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. And a change for Spurs at this juncture. Son. Well, great read there to intercept. Opportunity. There it is. A fantastic goal. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Correa. Could be threatening. Oh, that is a wonderful piece of challenging. Loyodis. Kolo Muani. Now with Havertz. Well, a stylish moment. A really good pass. Well, they kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Kane. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack. And Scott. Now Son. Now the wide area might be the productive area for Spurs. Harry Kane. Oh my word, there's excellent timing for you. What a challenge. Havertz. And teammates to play it to. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. The referee with the whistle by his lips. The end of this second leg, the end of the tie as a whole, and the team to prevail, Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, they weren't at their best today, but their performance in the first leg was really good. They just weren't quite sure how to approach this one. In the end, though, they're through, and that's all that matters.
Just a couple of questions for you. Yeah, no further questions, thanks.
How many stars would a hotel get if every room had a view?
Cheers, mate.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer for up here.
Taking on challenges. There's no feeling quite like it. To make the difference between acceptable and exceptional. This
No doubt about it, we should be in for a feast of football here with Spurs about to entertain Liverpool. It's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top. Drama guaranteed, and it's live coming up next on EA TV. Hello, a warm welcome, and this is the scene here in North London. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we have action from the quarter-final stage of the FA Cup just moments away. It is Tottenham Hotspur taking on Liverpool.
Well, a semi-final place is up for grabs, so we should be in for a classic encounter here today. With both teams desperate for silverware, I'm expecting a fiercely competitive contest, Derek.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. And the throw into Spurs. Yashari. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Well, there's no getting away from it. This is the man so many people have been focusing on ahead of this particular game. Playing against his old club, and I wonder what's going through his mind, Stuart.
Well, he shouldn't approach this differently to any other game. He's just got to forget the crowd and go out and play.
Schutalo. Liverpool with the ball once more. James Maddison. Spurs pushing forward with options available. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. He's using his strength to good effect. Pedro Gonçalves. Bissouma. Bissouma. And he read it really well. Fine save. Short corner taken. And a fine cross. Well, no problems defensively. Might really be able to trouble them here. Well, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
And fine work from Liverpool to win the ball back. Well, out of play, under pressure. Greenwood. Moukoko. Given away by Spurs. Bissouma. Marquinhos. Gusto. Strong but fair tackle. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Oh, could be! My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
And taken short. Magnificent challenge to win it back. James Maddison. Good tackle. Moukoko. And teammates around him. Malo Gusto. And here's Saliba. James Maddison. It's a good Liverpool move in the making. The delivery. Really comfortable in bringing that ball down. Might lead to a chance. Can he get them in front? Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
But he's gone short with it. Maddison. Bissouma. On to Maddison. And the ball is loose. Well, they can keep possession now. Mount. On the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. It's there for him. Well, not cleared away completely. The first half here comes to an end. So back underway here into the second half. Good through ball. Really fine play to keep possession. Opportunity here. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. With Greenwood. Mount. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
To be replaced by number 7, Ismail Benson.
Short corner it is. Dembele. On to Mount. Dembele on the ball. Shutalo. Youssoufa Moukoko. Incisive pass. And the keeper really reacted brilliantly.
Well, from that sort of range, it's a great save, I have to say.
Favouring the short one. Gakpo. Just couldn't get it through. And we very much hope you'll join us for more live Premier League action on EA TV. It's Spurs facing Nottingham Forest. Spurs have decided to make a double substitution. Andrew Robertson. And continues his run. And a chance for him to nudge in front. Oh, a tremendous block. High pressing and good high pressing.
Well, Spurs have controlled the last 15 minutes.
Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. And a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
Mukoko. Trying to really get at the opposition here. A fine reading of the situation. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Oh, this is looking promising. But a good piece of tidying up. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Liverpool facing Crystal Palace. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Good piece of closing down. Benassa. Gusto. Marquinhos. Madison with it. William Saliba. Andrew Robertson. It's the turn of Spurs now. Now, who can he play it to? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Gusto. Pressure applied. Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in. Delivered into the area here. Well, didn't really work the keeper when all was said and done. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Spurs still on the attack with the minutes ticking away. Can they find a winner? Making progress. Benassa. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Stay onside, and that could have been a really big chance.
And they will make the change now. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. And here now come Tottenham. A goal at this late stage could settle the issue. Well, it might still work out for them. Making sure nothing came of it.
Well, the Spurs fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration from one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale to this game.
In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
Three minutes of added time here. Gakpo. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. A corner to Spurs as as tension levels heighten again. Well, they fancy a short one. Can he put it away? Determined defending. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
And there it is, the final whistle. Only one side could go through, and in the event, that side, Spurs.
Well, they had to work hard for it today. Very little to split between the teams over the 90 minutes. And they had to be quite resilient at times. They've come through that now and will certainly fancy their chances in the next round.
Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's put in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he was the best player on the pitch today. His movement, skill and work rate were excellent. And of course, what a time to come up with a goal.
Got time for a couple of questions? Thanks, that's all the questions we have for you. Sugar, milk, bone. Oh! Cookie, delete cookies, close pop-up. Pop, 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 tune! Tune.
You're on Nova, this is Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Been days of eager anticipation prior to this gargantuan clash, but now we need talk about it no more and instead focus on the here and now. A match that has the capacity to delight and dazzle no matter who you support. Two high-level sides ready to go at it. Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live from the... A warm welcome on a beautiful night to this magnificent new stadium, the Estadio Metropolitano. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Spain versus Argentina.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Here's the lineup for Spain.
Well, they're going to play with two wingers in this 4-3-3 formation, so they need to switch the ball quickly and get crosses into the box. But they also need to get at least two midfield players making runs into the penalty area. That's a must.
Oh, fine stop. Trying to pick out a teammate. Danger still on. Couldn't quite hang on. It's a perfect challenge. The Argentina first team.
Well, they're going to play with two wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
That's very effective, good high pressing. Good work from Spain to win back possession. Oh, big opportunity. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
We're back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Romero. Ball retention so important. Wasteful from Spain. referee is quite rightly letting it go. But it didn't end up being a significant advantage, and so a free kick here. Really determined play to hang on to it. Save, but still a chance. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Superb block. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Electing to shoot. No problems for the keeper. Well, half-time coming up shortly and the home side on top. Stuart, interested to get your critique.
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front.
Oh, Stuart, an opportunity! And a goal to square the game! Edge of the seat stuff.
Well, let's have another look, because this is a goal they have thoroughly deserved. They've played really well so far.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Individual brilliance. And they might forge ahead. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
And so it is. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Might really be able to trouble them here, but the danger averted for now. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Of the keeper, but not the post. Inches away from scoring.
Yeah, that was a great effort. He struck it so well. He just can't get it inside the framework.
You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, what a first half he had. I thought he was outstanding. He caused the defenders all sorts of problems with his movement and pace, and he fully deserved his 2 goals, and I expect more from him in the second half.
Romero. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Mikel Merino. Merino. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. No nonsense clearance.
Acérquese a la cabina de la entrada del parking, por favor.
Machetes are now banned in Victoria. And amnesties
And a timely intervention.
Victorians to dispose of machetes with no penalties. To find a disposable location.
On the ball, Aguirre. Might be able to get in behind the defence. They keep plugging away. Keeper getting the touch. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. And time for the change now. Kevin Zenon. It's with Martinez. Making sure nothing untoward happened. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Brahim. Cutting it back. And a really smart stop, an important one to keep them in with a chance.
Well, that probably would have been it. That's such a vital save from the keeper.
Diaz. This attack looks highly promising. Still trying to make something happen. Promising pass. Just the challenge that was required. Oh, good vision. And the alarm bells are ringing. Oh, that is a moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over.
Well, he shows a lot of composure here. He just gets enough on it. That's a good finish.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. And there it is, the final whistle. Just what Spain were hoping for. They have delivered a victory, Stuart.
Well, Derek, they were better than their opponents in all aspects of the game. They defended well enough, they dominated midfield, and they created chances as well. It was a great performance.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart...
Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.
NAB Business Lending.
Let's do it.
NAB. More than money.
And so the first half kicks off. Moving forward well. Promising ball. Oh, what a really good save that was. And away from danger it goes. Huge block, but still danger. Working hard to win it back there. Pedro Porro. Pedri. The goalkeeper more than ready for it. Matvienko. Zinchenko. This is a lovely spell on the ball, but maybe one pass too many and they've lost it. This is a promising looking attack and stopped in their tracks with a change in possession. Nico Williams. Asensio. Williams. Asensio. He's drifting into a useful position here, and that has been adjudged to be offside. Nico Williams. Got room to operate in here. Picked out nicely. It's in! 1-0! And that could change the shape of the game. So it's 1-0 as the game restarts. And there's the restart. Off we go again. Asensio having a try, and the keeper more than equal to it. Not so much given away as cleverly won. Porro. A lot of room for them here. Pedro Porro. Merino. Now it needs a good ball in. Can he finish? Oh, quality keeping.
Well, he certainly showed his class there with that save. You'd expect him to score from there, but he comes from nowhere to keep that out.
They found a way through. The crowd encouraging him to take it on, and it's a decent stop by the goalkeeper. Punched away by the keeper. Looking for an angle here. Great defending.
Experience a delicious, creamy Nescafe coffee.
Merino, what a chance here. It's in, 2 to the good. That little bit of buffer, and it's just a matter of keeping concentration now.
Well, here it is again, and just look at how quickly they break forward, cause all sorts of problems, and he shows his strength. By holding off the defender, then keeps his composure to finish. He does really well there.
So off we go, 2-0 the score now. Mikhailo Mudryk. They're not getting close enough here. Good cross into the middle. It's cleared, and they can breathe easier. Now there could be a chance to counter. Oh, great work. What's next? A little careless there as the ball changes hands.
beautifully weighted ball. And that's been cleared away. And that's it, all over.